cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until I'm fucking buried in my grave.
I'm going to crowd around and delay while I set things up here. We also have some events going on the side. Let's check this out.
Many more to come, and we will be victorious, as we've been every single time. And I can only do it with each and every one of you. I'm going to get back to taking some pictures with people.
Taking pictures?
Securing the mountain of bananas. I look it right in the face, Captain. I'm not afraid of anybody. I'm just not doing that. In other words, I'm a sergeant in the Navy. You have to fetch your banana.
Yeah, right, exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got
you.
you.
Protesting in the neighborhood? Curious?
That.
I'm not sure, man. Can you protest in the neighborhood, man? Without getting spat on and fucking arrested?
Oh, yeah. You're garbage now.
I don't comply.
Be right back.
As you should.
The beauty of my situation was
They're going to go over there and protest. Fester says that they're doing it independently and has nothing to do with Long Island artists. And Long Island artists didn't tell them to do it.
I can assure you, if I was a career petty officer,
Yeah. Might have been
Did I see the South Park? I don't have TV.
You're doing what's best for the kids.
I don't have a Comedy Central or anything that has Comedy Central on it.
Flopping. Hey, you're in uniform. Why don't you go get yourself a banana?
Yeah.
That's not something that a Navy officer should ask a Navy personnel. Why? How do I? Oh, you're afraid? I ain't afraid of you.
I got you.
You got the message.
As
I'm not afraid of anybody, including you, punk.
Hey, Rocky, it was nice meeting you, sir. Thank you very much.
I'll look you up.
All right, buddy.
Little
Thank
Pink Scally, or Little Pink Riding Scowl is going to protest from her studio. She was like, fuck all that. It's hot. I'm going to my studio. Bye.
I had to go grab my water. This kid left all the shit down there. I'm going to go get it all boxed up.
Regan, DMA, and I threw a Halloween barbecue outside guys' house protesting during Halloween one year. Ooh, Halloween.
Hey! Fuck Fahey.
Fuck
On felony voyeurism, criminal trespassing, and breach of the peace. Myself and my cameraman, and I pled not guilty. He pled not guilty, and they are not dropping the charges against me. The state's attorney here in New London is not dropping the charges. They added more conditions to this order of protection, keeping me away from Sergeant Brian Fahey's family, etc., not to third-party contact or anything like that. So it's just a little ridiculous that
no third party.
I'm still facing this injustice. My next court date is September 9th. That is subject to change because the state's attorney, Paul Narducci, nice guy. I got to tell you, nice guy. I can't say he wasn't. Very nice guy, very cordial guy, very respectful guy, very civil. I think it's unfortunate he didn't make a motion to dismiss. He's seen the video. He is an attorney, seems like a very capable and smart attorney. So he knows that these charges are baseless and unlawful, but yet he is continuing with this prosecution. Well, technically not him. He is transferring it. The chief state's attorney's office in Connecticut, they think that there is an appearance of a conflict here in New London. So they are looking to move this prosecution to a different judicial district with a different state's attorney. So I guess Paul can get out of it that way, saying, you know, he's not going to be the one handling it. I know you're watching, Paul. Thank you for being a nice guy, but this is an injustice, and you know it, Paul. You know it, Mr. Narducci. You know it. It's an injustice what's happening. You're a lawyer. You're a smart man. You know I did not commit any of these crimes, felony voyeurism, criminal trespassing, etc. You know, there's been a lot of people here. I want to show you guys I want to show you who's got the shirt on that's willing to show me. I want to show you the shirts that I brought for everybody. Let me see. Can you hold up the shirt? So these are the shirts I brought for everyone. There you go. Sergeant Brian Fahey, Cop 2.
Why didn't use AI?
Above the law.
Is that against the order,
Bad
man?
cops are getting good cops killed.
He's using Fahey's likeness, man.
F. Fahey, contradiction state. Normally, let's see. I see this one. Drop the charges on Sean Paul Reyes. Yeah, the crimes never happened. It's all on video. That is true.
UTV passwords. Ooh.
I want to thank everybody who showed up here. There was more people here. They've been leaving. You know, people have taken off.
Why didn't use AI on Fahey, man?
Far places. People have come from
Yeah,
Michigan, South Carolina, North Carolina.
Is that against the protection order, man?
Everywhere. Massachusetts, New York, Connecticut, everywhere across the country. People have been coming here to support me. And I can't thank you guys enough. If you're watching this after you've been here, I took a lot of pictures with people. Email me at longislandaudit@gmail.com. Send me the picture that we took together. I would like to have it. I want to make like a collage because I really appreciate it. I want to put it in my office. Thank you all for watching. We have 3,000 people watching right now live. Make sure you guys
Who's the
hit
guy
that
with the
like button.
Muppet?
All I can ask is that you hit the like button and you share this video so as many people are getting it as possible.
That's his. He's got a G. Was it? Was it Greg?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's him.
The arraignment was recorded.
He saw the sign.
So you will be
He
bringing that
decided,
to
you know
me
what,
as
be
well.
buddy. Let me put some glass cream on.
All of a sudden, when he saw the sign, oh no shit! Did you get it on film?
The Cliff Notes version is,
TikTok
for
live.
those
Nice.
who wanna
So I
know,
just gotta
pled
scroll
not
through like
guilty.
3
My
hours.
cameraman
Oh shit!
pled not
All right,
guilty.
cool.
We
That's awesome.
are being charged with the same
Good
charges.
for you.
They haven't changed the charges. They added to the conditions of my release to not
Nice.
harass or
That's awesome.
with Sergeant Brian Fahey.
Yeah, he's a
Which I will
punk.
say, I've never communicated
fucking
with his family before. And his family, his wife, and his adult children are harassing protesters outside of the Groton Police Department. So they're the only
Canadian
people
Cop
that
Watch
are
posted I
bringing
picked up
themselves into
cop's
the
dad in a
situation.
safety helmet
They're
and got
harassing
arrested.
people. They're blocking traffic. Again, it's always
Can
them that is
Fahey
breaking
sue
the
him
law.
for using his
But yet
likeness on that
the
shirt
consequences
for all the
is
money
on
he makes
me,
off the
the
shirts?
peaceful protesters. I don't
If
get
he
it.
makes money off the shirts,
This system is so
can
corrupt.
Fahey does
This
Fahey
system
have
is so
claims to some of the
backwards.
earnings?
How are they continuing with this malicious prosecution? How are they continuing with
Looking at 2 offers on
This
my
is
house
not
at 1
right.
p.m.
This is not
or 1
justice.
o'clock. Wish me
As
luck.
the great Dr.
Good luck,
Martin Luther
man.
King said, justice
Damn, everybody
anywhere
making
is a
baller
threat to
moves,
justice
man.
everywhere, wherever you're
You
watching.
get an offer on your
It's a threat
property.
to
Hickory
justice
Hillside
that's
just closed on like 100
This injustice
acres.
that's happening here. It's absolutely insane. I know a lot of you. I got
Everybody
so many
making
emails
baller
and,
moves,
you know,
man.
in the comment section. I know so many of you wanted to come and support me, but you're here now. 3,400 of you. Imagine this being 3,400 people. Again, there was a lot of people. Shout out to BJ. Thank you so much for coming, BJ. I really
Ooh,
appreciate
little pink
it.
riding scowl.
That surprise witness on YouTube.
Hey,
Thank
scowl.
you so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, scout out.
I would not miss it.
She came all the way from where she is, undisclosed location. From she's under the tree. I appreciate it. She's always been there for me. She showed up for me whenever I needed her. She is a law graduate, very smart person, and very proud of the work she does on YouTube. That Surprise Witness and BJ Investigates. But it's been crazy. We have people down here by the street. When I came to the courtroom, there was full of people here, full of people back here.
The
was
wife and I are
insane to
eyeballing
see
some
the level
property,
of
might make a
support
bunker.
because the video doesn't lie. I committed no crimes. I committed no crimes. That's
No
not what
bunker.
happened. Sergeant Brian Fahey, the unhinged savage, committed the crime. And even the state's attorney, Paul Narducci, for the Judicial District of New London, he told me, good luck. He said, good luck, Mr. Reyes. Good luck. I told him I don't need luck. I have the law on my side.
Yo, why they do him like
What are
that?
you guys
You're struggling,
doing
King
here?
Charles?
What is
It
going
happens,
on?
man.
Again, nice guy. Seems like a really nice guy. But how nice can you be if you're not? You're in charge of this district. You could have dismissed the charges, Mr. Narducci. Come on. You know you could have done that. You know it would have been the right thing. It's real sad. It's real sad because the system corrupts good people. The system makes people do and commit injustices because the whole system is unjust. It's unjust by design. By design. So for those of you just joining me, I was arraigned today. They're trying to move the prosecution to a different judicial district here in Connecticut. Hopefully not the Danbury Judicial District, because that would be a problem. I don't want Judge Stango or to deal with the state's attorney in Danbury, so that would be a bad thing. Hopefully somewhere closer, New Haven, something like that. But shout out to my attorney, Steven Seeger. I want to thank my cameraman's attorney as well, Igor. Thank you. They did a good job. You know, it's just an arraignment, guys. It was recorded by the local media. The arraignment was recorded by the local media. So we are going to have the video to show each and every one of you. Look, there was about 50 to 75 people here at its peak. The reason why I wasn't live is because I was meeting everybody. Some people came from Texas. Some people came from Michigan. I was taking pictures, talking. I had a nice little speech up here. I'll share with you guys in a different video. But that's the reason why I didn't go live. You know, but there's plenty of cameras all around here. Everybody's exercising their First Amendment rights. But you know, I appreciate each and every one of you. Almost have 4,000 people in here. Wow, hit that like button. We only have 1,200 likes. There can't be that many Sergeant Brian Fahey's in here. Come on, hit the like button and share this video. So,
do y'all think Fahey is watching for real or no?
Because there's an appearance of a.
Do y'all think Fahey cares, or y'all think he watches this?
New London Police Department before he was a Connecticut State Trooper, and I just found this out.
And if he is watching, I wonder what his opinions are, like what he thinks about this.
That unlawfully arrested me on these charges. He was a Connecticut State Trooper for 22 years.
He's probably not happy, I guess.
All of this is coming to light.
Right?
Everything.
You need a knife?
Yeah.
You think he watches there, Wes?
Not enough here to even dirty a knife.
Coming to light here. And I'm going
Nice
to
little snacky snack though.
everyone. You,
How many
Police
plates do I
Chief Fusaro, 22 years
These
you
plates are
worked with
good.
Fahey, and you did this to me and my cameraman. You committed this.
You think Fahey punching air right now?
You violated my rights under color.
Yo, is this a lefty right there?
I'm gonna hold you accountable.
The red tie? That's a lefty, right?
Thanks, Dirty.
I'm gonna investigate you. Everyone. The mayor of Groton.
You think he watching, Slash Eye?
Hope you're watching.
What do you think he makes about this?
You
think he wants to spit on everyone here?
Peeling back the layers, the overtime,
And when I
the
answered it,
favors,
she said that she was concerned
the
about
threat.
my
Oh, speaking of
Fahey
Fahey and spitting, if we get to
Breakfast
100 members,
quesadilla.
I'm gonna go to
Wife made it up.
Connecticut and praise
It was
Fahey
delicious.
for spitting on LA and bringing all of us so much content this year, man.
No, I meant instead of
And I think at some point LA should thank him as well.
We will.
Well,
I know
I can't
at
get my
first it
finger-
might
I'm gonna
seem
lick
like,
my
you
fingers
know,
on the
he
camera.
was done wrong and stuff, but if he didn't contracted any AIDS or any, you know, thing that, you know, that's gonna kill him,
everything was there but her.
he made out pretty good in this whole thing, right? I mean, yeah, the charges suck, but he's getting a lot of attention, and you know, it'll work itself out, right? The wheel of justice turns slowly, right?
At the end of the day, this is an injustice. The only way this would have been
Can you,
justice would have been served here today is if
Put one
I
of your
walked
laptops
in and
on
they said we are
Yeah.
declining to
or a
prosecute
phone maybe?
charges against Mr.
Phone
Reyes
that's on data.
and his
So you're not using
cameraman.
up any of the Wi-Fi.
All charges are dismissed.
If
That
you're
would
on
be
the
the
TV.
only way that justice prevailed today. And on top of that,
You think he spit on LA on his TV right now?
Brian Fahey walking in here to face his charges, to be his investigation for his criminal. The state's attorney is investigating Sergeant Brian Fahey
Turn
on
off the-
criminal charges. That's what I was told.
Yeah, they'll
A
turn back
different
on next
district
time
is
you
also
come to the
going do
area.
that because of the conflict of
You know how to do it
interest,
quickly?
right?
Let me show you.
So he's being investigated. We're outside the courtroom live.
You
Thank you
only
guys
have
for
to
joining
one
me. Hit the
side.
like button and share the video. I was arraigned today. I pled not guilty on felony voyeurism, criminal trespassing, as well
Felony
as
voyeurism, man.
What, you want me to rumble
breach
or
of the
what?
peace. Excuse
Yeah,
me.
that's where I need to watch time.
Myself and my cameraman. They're going to try and transfer my
Actually, you
case
have
to a
gained a
different
ton of
venue, a
fucking
different
more
district
subscribers on
here in
YouTube, trying to
Connecticut
push them over.
because of the appearance of a conflict. The state's attorney here in New London, Paul Narducci, nice guy, but he didn't do the right thing and dismissed the charges. So, I mean, you guys write your own stories. And again, I don't even believe. I think he's not even doing it because he did not drop the charges because he didn't want to.
You think he's
being
spitting at
told
the
It's a
TV?
corrupt system. They operate in a system of corruption and tyranny that is meant to bring us, we the people, down, to hold us down, to keep their power, to hold on to their power. That's what they're trying to do. It's an injustice. And like I said earlier, look, we have everybody here protesting outside by the street. People have come from Long Island, from Massachusetts, Michigan, Texas, South Carolina, North Carolina, all over the place. People have been coming, supporting me, and exercising their First Amendment.
Ant has a
rights.
brother?
I wonder who came from
so
Michigan.
many other
You think this is
here.
Ant's brother?
Can't wait to show
Hey,
you
babe.
guys my big speech on the steps here. It was good. I'm just so happy.
Hello.
I feel so. At the end of the day,
Which login is
this
that?
is an injustice.
Your work one?
But when I
Yeah.
see fellow patriots and freedom lovers coming together, when I see
And my other one is
5,000 people
Skullmeyer.
almost in this
Gmail.
live stream,
No, I
the
got
100 people that showed up here
Skullmeyer82,
today to peacefully
which is
protest,
my TSB. And
the
then
state's attorney,
the
who I got the
Gmail's the
vibe,
one I
he knows
accidentally
what's going
closed
on.
that I
He
gotta
knows
try
this
to
is an
get back.
I
injustice.
won't let you.
State's attorney Paul Narducci, he knows that this is
It said-
injustice.
It said if you log back in
But
within 30 days,
Why
it
are
was
you
giving me
part
shit
of
that day.
it?
And I
Why are
haven't
you?
tried
Why
to
would
get
you
the
want to
email
be a
Friday
part of it?
today.
Why would you stake your reputation on being a part of it, State's attorney Narducci? I don't get it.
Plus,
I don't
gives
get
a
it at
different
all.
IP if you're not using
He's
the
a
Wi-Fi.
smart man. These are
It's more
smart
legit
people. These are not
as far as
idiots.
watch time. You
They're
know?
very calculated. They're very smart. He knows that he's never going to get a conviction on any of these charges, the voyeurism, the criminal trespassing, the breach of the peace. He knows that,
The other dude?
but yet he's doing it anyway. Well, not him anymore. It's going to be
We're gonna be
transferred
watching
to a
stuff.
different
I got
We
work
need a
on
Bad Badger
computers here
Fahey
from the
video.
house.
If I get to 100 members,
Every
I will
district has their
go
own
and
state
make a
attorney
Fahey
today.
video where I
We're gonna
praise
have
him for bringing us so much content.
So, you know,
I know it's going to put my life and face at risk, but I'm willing to do it for the members.
but because it's going to be transferred to a new district. So
Now it's 100. I said 50? All right, 50.
Man, he is a total boss.
I be smoking weed, man, so I don't remember what I be saying.
In the face of tyranny.
And I know I'll probably never get 50 members ever, so it doesn't really matter if it's 50 or
Sergeant
100.
Brian
So.
Fahey pulled out his gun. He didn't even flinch.
I might as well say
Shout out
20
to-
for that
shout
matter,
out
you
to
know.
my camera guy, man. He was great. He was a great guy. Thank you all for being
I said
here. Where you
50?
guys watching from? Let me know where you're watching from. Almost 5,000 people in here, 2,200 likes. Hit the like button. Hit the like button and share this live stream. Hit the like button, guys. Ohio, Sweden. Thank you all for the super
That's the
chats.
last one I'm
I see
watching.
the super chats. Thank you guys so much.
I
Thank
just
you guys
shared
for
it.
your donations to the GoFundMe and the link in the description for my legal fees and my cameraman's legal fees. I've been.
If we get to 100 members, I will ask Fahey to spit on me.
If this goes to trial, it's going to get very expensive. And I appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys for signing the petition. That's also going to be in the description of this video. The GoFundMe, the petition.
While holding a rocket launcher.
Sending now.
Be right back.
The chat's moving too fast. I can't even see it. Listen, guys. I was arraigned today. Injustice is still happening here in the state of Connecticut. Voyeurism, felony voyeurism, criminal trespassing, breach of peace. They're trying to move my case to a different
Yeah, I think it's good.
district to not have
For a
this
win.
appearance of a conflict of interest. So we'll see what happens. Stay tuned to the channel so you have all the updated information. Again, the police chief, you got people honking. People honking driving by. The police chief of
Not interested
Groton,
in those.
the
Really.
town of Groton Police Department, the police chief, Chief Fusero, was a Connecticut
Oh, hi.
state trooper for 22 years. I'm sure he's friends with Sergeant Brian Fahey, and this is why this happened to me. He
What
had
guy?
his brother in blues back. They're a gang. Don't you see it?
Be right
They
back.
are a gang. They're the
That would
most
be cool
dangerous
content.
gang in our country. And we need to come together, and only together can we hold them accountable. And I promise you, I will never stop the mission to holding them accountable. I'm going to investigate the overtime. I'm going to investigate the allegations of threats, intimidation, excessive force. There is so much here. I've been getting so much information from people regarding Sergeant Fahey, Police Chief Fusero, the mayor of Groton, councilmen, councilwomen, everyone. So this investigation is just starting. It's not over. It's just starting. And this fight against tyranny is just starting. Today's day one in court. Many more to come. And we will be victorious, as we've been every single time. And I can only do it with each and every one of you. I'm going to get back to taking some pictures with people.
Taking
Thanking
pictures?
them for coming out. So
The
I
fuck,
appreciate you
man?
guys joining me for this live stream. Hit the like button, share this video, stay tuned to the channel. Sunday morning, 10 a.m. I will be uploading some exclusive content from inside the courtroom, from out here, my speech and everything. I just wanted to give you guys a quick update. So
Your
thank
speech?
you. I love you. As always, stay safe.
Why are
be blessed.
speeches
I'll
so
see you in the next
important,
one.
man? Why they always
Long
talk about
Island.
speeches?
Peace.
Fucking speech, man.
They make it sound like they own it and they're magnanimous. We will allow you You will allow me?
All that is left is a
How about I'm going to
trail of
allow
blood
you?
and a list of unanswered questions.
Why is that so rare?
As
a
news
thought?
of her disappearance
We will allow you to do this. We will allow you to go there. First they said I could take still pictures inside when Sean was called up. Then they changed their mind. They said you can't take still pictures because you have to go through some kind of permission, which I didn't know.
That mic's fucked up.
And then they said now you got to put the camera bag back to your car. Camera bag stays with me. It's my person. Fourth Amendment. Thank God the sergeant that I was talking to says, don't start that way because tomorrow morning
Why is
I'll
he
be on
yelling? I don't know
the
why
air.
he's yelling, but that mic corrupted.
You said I can't take pictures. I put the camera away. I shut her off right in front of him,
Y'all hear it?
and I put it away. Why do I have to walk a mile and a half back to my car?
My mom did not have an enemy in the world other than him.
As investigators
And
work
then he came back in.
a disturbing picture begins to emerge.
The camera bag is mine. It's part of my person, like my ID, like my wallet, like my personal item are mine.
No, we're not getting this stuff. Every time he goes outside,
No, our forefather, the founding fathers,
poop empty.
were
Foul pudding.
and we're very young. Whatever happened that we lost sight of what is ours. I don't want nothing from
I think
nobody
that's it.
but
and that's
what's
what-
mine.
Yeah.
God bless you. God bless Sean, Leroy Truth, and God bless the United States of America.
Amen, brother. Thank you for sharing. Appreciate it. God bless you.
What is
I'll be
that?
on the air tomorrow morning.
Excellent.
Yeah. Is it like here? Is it like when you go to 7-Eleven in Japan and the guy working behind the counter is white?
Is that what?
They're not Japanese here. They are.
No, but he's not Indian. I'll tell you.
There's some form of Asian.
Yeah, most likely. All right. Well, that's a good segue because you like Asian ladies, but I guess you'll make an exception. So American Eagle has a new marketing campaign, and you know what? This just kind of shows you they're going the opposite direction of Jaguar. It's working, it seems, as far as their stock for look, some obvious reasons, but we had a disagreement here, and so we scrapped the segment and said we're going to talk about Sydney Sweeney. This brings us to dinner. Now, the point, before we get on, and I guarantee you'll get off track, is this advertising, is it a little short is. But that was the case through the 80s and the 90s, right, when we actually tried to sell beauty. Now, I believe that's a legitimate discussion to have. Like, is this something that should be airing on general television that kids have access to? What do we think? I think it's a healthier conversation than watching a modeling campaign for a female clothing line going, does she have a dick? So I'd much rather have the discussion of impropriety potentially, like Hooters or whatever it is, than is it a man and be gaslit. So that window has been shifted back to normal human. That being said, we have some disagreement on Sydney Sweeney, and you guys can comment what you think. This is Sydney Sweeney fresh off of selling her bathwater, making ads for American Eagle.
We were all very fearful.
That was in the end.
That was not in the end. Now, I think that's actually pretty cool. It kind of went with the retro, they went with retro feel to it. But
Cool Mustang.
People who love those cars, like, that car has the same horsepower of a mid-range Lexus crossover now. People they just don't acknowledge
That's a
how much
muscle
more
car.
powerful.
Come on.
How much more powerful cars have become. Here's the thing. That's what went viral, but there's a much longer version. And when you watch it, it's actually not as... Sometimes it's better to punch it up and shorten it. The long one's not great.
That's
Sydney Sweeney has very keen.
Introducing
All right. I'm gonna pause this.
It came out great. What is that, Canadian Eagle?
Hold on a second. We're gonna watch this. He's like, we went through run through, and I
didn't see that.
It's got me right. That is fantastic.
That's right. I was like, what are they doing? What is this? A sketch or something?
Instructions were, hey guys, can we just do it and just do like an extended version, but have Mayor Chow in there? And we're like, yeah, we can do it. But just now I want to rewatch it and know that just with that instruction, he waited until the car and the smoke part.
I can't.
Play it again.
Oh, God. All noodles did this.
Can you get a close up? I'm not joking. I am crying.
You want a close up?
Yes, a close up on his face. Damn, tears are gonna dry, Tim. Oh, God.
And the signs.
Made Stephen cry. Successful day.
Noodles is like, that's it. I'm good.
I thought you meant close up of her ass. That's what I thought he meant. I was like, all right, we're doing I thought you wanted to see pancake ass again.
No. Who wants that?
It's the music too.
I'm sorry. You have to understand that every now and then I get to just watch it like you do because we didn't review it.
I didn't even know it was coming.
Anyway, the result is the value of a man. We went at 17%. Hey, this is $212 million in market.
Not because of Chow.
We just research just texted me the value went down.
Yeah, it's pancaked. Oh my God! See, there's like legitimately a lot of. I'm gonna have to go hydrate. All right, so this.
Oh, my mascara's running.
This brings
It's too much. Cancel the show.
I still don't think I can get it back. She emerges. And I can totally picture the green screen set like she thinks like this is really gonna make the commercial.
I think that's how Ozzy's final concert started.
Going on a crazy
So much I wanna do this weekend. I don't know where to start.
8 a.m., he made his way over to the airport, hopped on the plane, and he's now arriving in several hours at Turnberry, Scotland. And apparently he's doing some golf stuff over there for his own stuff. He's got, I think, a couple locations. And then he'll also be doing a meeting with Keir Starmer over from the UK talking about trade deals. So it's going to be a little bit personal, a little bit pleasure type of activity. Tomorrow, we'll see no public events. He'll be there. Sunday, no public events as of yet. So we'll see if any of that changes. But the president did come out this morning. We'll play a little bit of that. But there were several clips on this. So they were asking him about Ghislaine Maxwell. And so he was actually speaking to them for about 25 minutes or so. We'll just hear a little bit of it. But at the end of it, he was asked about Ghislaine. Going to be on my best behavior with that name today. FCC chair and others talking right now. So they're going through something. Rubio was meeting with Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister of Pakistan. Okay, this might be interesting. Texas talking about redistricting. This is a real fun battle that's going on. There was an article that I think it was maybe from the New York Times saying the Democrats are going to be really struggling and that basically they've already redistricted themselves into oblivion. Like all of the blue states are already gerrymandered to oblivion. Maybe this was the story from the Washington Post.
30 says hi.
Yeah, good morning, early birds. In today's edition, today kicks off. Okay, so but this is a battle. Okay, so there's this redistricting conversation happening about gerrymandering and whether you can draw districts a certain way. And the idea is, if you've got 5 districts and people are, there's a blue district, a red district, a blue district, a red district, and a blue district. And so we've got 3 blues and 2 reds. The Republicans in this thesis could basically redraw these districts so that one district would include the thumb, and then we'll come around over here, and then we'll include the middle finger. We'll include that in the district, and then we'll include this blue other pinky here in this district.
Well,
and we'll call
he's
this
still there, right?
Blue
My dude here. I want to hear about
and
this.
then, since we still need a total of 5, that's going to be 1, and then we'll just make
We'll
the
come
other
back to
4
this, actually.
red
Right.
districts and just split them.
Back to Bell.
Coins on the roadway that had blood on them. All these items
I need your phone.
set for DNA testing.
Well, they have mine. I can't believe this. I came out for a good cause and I get stolen. I get fucking
Happens,
stolen.
lady.
Thank you for taking the time to talk to me.
How about a sad dance?
I need my walker, and if I like, I can't.
You're welcome.
A bunch of the people left already.
We have a second crimes. Because of blood on the money, blood on the coin, the activity in the grass that had.
Or they just across the street.
We knew something significant
What a shit show.
happened at that scene. I and Larry both thought this is not good. We were hoping to find her. But,
All right.
This is not going to have a good resolution. Police unearthed one more chilling piece of evidence.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Law enforcement called me, telling me
So
just
that
found
was some
Kimmy's dentures.
surprising things
And
that
I
ended
was
up
asking
happening there.
Patricia
And it's going to end our
Let's just say,
stream for today.
you just did we took that from Ivar.
For sticking with this. And
Ivar,
technical
good
challenges. We had
baby.
to restart our stream again.
Ivar, there's another one in his bed.
It may have been
It's brown.
jammed a number of times. So we're here for justice to be served, and we're here for peaceful
It
reasons.
was good
always.
content, Moy. I mean, I'm
And it's
satisfied
also
with
for peaceful things that ended up happening.
the Fester stream.
So I'm going to end the stream now.
My heart is sorry because I got to hear that. It's terrible, terrible.
Here, they're doing some type of negotiation. What they said.
Is something happening?
Nothing points to a killer.
You really need to stay up front. That's where the content is.
Oh shit! The woman fell. The woman fell.
Oh
Who
shit!
was
You left
in
the content.
Assisted piece.
Oh my god, man, what a shit show. Her blood's on Sean's hands, man.
Can we get him charged? Can we get these fucking idiots charged?
Did they push her down? What happened?
Dumbasses don't even know what they're doing.
Done this transaction.
What a shit show.
Please bring the customer a local tea.
Why you leave the content?
This station. We asked him.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so
And he said he went out
I don't see anyone else streaming there.
all right, so I'm going to end this stream now. God bless you all. Thank you so much for.
Here's Fester's channel, man.
return to that location.
I'll be back later as well. I
Coming
appreciate the TTS, CC, and Polo Joseph.
Unique vehicle.
You guys enjoy y'all's day.
See you in the bow.
Beamer.
Him up, right, and will actually take actually a congressional seat away from him. And that's happening now. That has already been done, apparently, in the
Won't let you?
states, like to the max. And I saw some article, I can't find it at the moment, but some article that was saying that the
Are
Republicans
you
actually
typing
have some
the email or using the Gmail?
space where they could do that in the red states
No,
if
use the
they
Gmail
were
link.
so inclined. And then I saw just this morning, Ron DeSantis was talking about that and redistricting there in Florida. And that might, you might pick up some congressional seats there. Not that gerrymandering is appropriate, generally speaking, but if the Democrats are playing that game, then why aren't there Republicans? And Ron DeSantis said on Thursday, this was yesterday, saying that, might be time to figure this out. Might be appropriate to pursue redistricting in Florida in the middle of the decade because population shifts are happening and there are defects in the way congressional lines have been drawn. The governor's comments came after he scored a win last week when the Florida Supreme Court upheld a congressional map that blocked the challenge to the elimination of a majority black congressional district in the north of the state that was previously represented by Alan Lawson. The area that comprised the former congressional district is now divided among 3 Republican lawmakers, just like we talked about. Now, they said that's fine. DeSantis went on to say he believed the state got a raw deal in the census when they only gained 1 congressional district last time. And so maybe they'll get into this. Now, Republicans and Democrats in the states have been engaged in a tit for tat. Texas Republicans are moving ahead too with this, with redrawing district lines, while speculation is mounted that Republicans in other states like Florida could follow suit. Now, Democrats from California to New Jersey have in turn ramped up calls to in their states to redraw their maps. Okay, so everybody's just going to be gerrymandering each other into a
I've had one that I've tried to delete.
and the states will be in this battle. And again, like the Delta, the thing is the blue states are already pretty much leveraged out. Like there's nothing, like they can't redistrict any harder. They're hard. They've already been gerrymandering for generations. So if the Republicans just like, oh, we should gerrymander too, then that would be simple enough to bring some additional seats in for the Republicans. And so that's happening, kind of this little sub battle that's happening out there. But it looks like they are here. They have a hearing on that in Texas right now. So let's just listen in on that one for a second.
Participating and advocating for that Latino Opportunity District. And then, if I recall, you ran for that office back in the first race for the Congressional District 29. Is that correct?
I did. I came out third, and I always tell everybody I didn't win the gold, but I did get the bronze.
All right, so that's happening there in Texas, and I'm sure Democrats will come out. This is racist. You can't do this, and then the Republicans will say, no, it's not. It's just lawful and appropriate measures on all the things. So we've got that. Now, the President, Trump, was also out this morning, and he was taking some questions. Let's listen into a little bit of America's favorite president.
Good morning. Good morning, President. Good morning. How are you? Can we ask you about the lawsuit to the DOJ?
You're in?
They just said too much winning, sir. They know it. And it is a lot of winning. We had the best 6 months ever. We're now heading to Scotland. I'm meeting with the Prime Minister of UK. Some of you are going, I guess. A lot of you aren't. Are you going? Huh? Well, you got to get moving. That's a good one. That's going to be a good one. So we have great numbers.
I just want to pause for a moment to let you know. Hopefully you can hear it. But leaf blower guy is here. He has returned, my friends. Right on time, too.
We're going to do an ad read.
So I hopefully share that with you so you can hear it and celebrate his return to our show. We've missed him for quite some time. But now he's here in full blow power. Let's listen to the president.
We just announced, I don't have to go over it because you've seen it, but
Now, let me-
we have great economic numbers. The deal with Japan is amazing. You give us $550 billion, and we have totally open access into Japan. Those numbers are great. I mean, the kids actually just said very, very cute, actually. I walked up, they said, sir, there's too much winning. They picked up on a little routine, you know. Go ahead.
Can I ask you about the DOJ lawsuit filed yesterday against New York City Mayor Adams? In the lawsuit, they named the CBP officer that was shot in your thoughts on that?
Yeah, that's DOJ.
All right.
That we need to start looking for. As police search ownership records for red Tony trucks, they received
Still haven't tried 1775 coffee? Now's your shot. The 1775 starter kit just dropped only 1,000 units. You're getting the bold, dark roast that hits harder than a CNN fact check. The smooth medium roast and the Vitality mushroom coffee for clean energy and laser focus, no crash. All single origin, small batch, toxin free, and mold free. Plus, you're also getting a gold spoon clip because freedom isn't scooped with plastic. A frother strong enough to stir up your coffee and your mother-in-law's political opinions. You don't know how right that is, huh? And a black 1775 tumbler that says, I don't take life advice or caffeine from a woke sea witch. $170 worth of coffee and gear, yours for only $99. This is for the ones who've been watching 1775 blow up on Rumble, wondering if it's actually worth it. Spoiler, it is. Go to 1775coffee.com/studio and grab your starter kit before they're gone. Bold beans, clean fuel, and a morning routine that stands for something just like Rumble does. Start your day with coffee that's actually backs what you believe. I probably should have had myself zoomed in the whole time. But. So yeah, 1775. Scan the QR code. If you want to, just pop in there. You don't have to order anything. I think that it helps just to click on that QR code. It detects that people did something with it. Actually, let me see what happened. Actually, I'm just curious where it takes you. Oh, I'm supposed to be doing that too. Camera. See where it goes. We have mail delivered. Ooh, Brewing Rebellion. Here we go. Sweet. Yeah. Too much glare coming in the windows. Oh well. So just click on that and go over there. I'll put the link in the description. Thank you. And back to the show.
Going against New York, but we're going against a lot of other places too. We want to bring safety to our cities, but that's going to be a pretty routine filing with other cities too. As you know, we've started numerous lawsuits with other cities. We want to bring safety. We've got to get the criminals out, and we're doing it in record numbers. Yeah, Gaza, they pulled out of Gaza. They pulled out in terms of negotiating. It was too bad. Hamas didn't really want to make a deal. I think they want to die, and it's very bad.
Yeah, they pulled out. So I think we saw Witkoff and the rest of the crew pulled out. No more negotiations with Hamas. I think the Israelis pulled out too. So that is, I guess, going to continue on for the foreseeable future. Although the Europeans are getting ornery about it too. I think the Canadians are upset about it. I think the French have said that they're going to recognize a Palestinian state. And so, interesting.
It got to be to a point where you're going to have to finish the job. They really, they asked for things. Don't forget, we got a lot of hostages out. So now we're down to the final hostages. And they know what happens after you get the final hostages. And basically, because of that, they really didn't want to make a deal. I saw that. So they pulled out, and they're going to have to fight, and they're going to have to clean it up. You're going to have to get rid of it. Well, I don't know about the meeting. I know it's taking place, and he's a fantastic man. He's a great attorney, and people should really focus on how well the country's doing, or they should focus on the fact that Barack Hussein Obama led a coup, or they should focus on the fact that Larry Summers from Harvard, that Bill Clinton, who you know very well, and lots of other friends, really close friends of Jeffrey Summers, should be spoken about, because, you know, Jeffrey Epstein should be spoken about, and they should speak about them, because they don't talk about them. They talk about me. I have nothing to do with the guy.
Are you considering
Easy.
will you do any business deals with
Yeah, I'm going to meet with the Prime Minister right now. We're going to be over there in about 6 hours. We're meeting with the Prime Minister tonight. We're going to be talking about the trade deal that we made and maybe even improve it.
All right, so that's the president. He takes questions for quite a bit. He goes on for about 27 minutes and is just fielding questions all morning before he takes off. He does get a couple more Epstein questions, and so we'll come back on that later today. Again, we want to see what the aftermath of this meeting is with Todd Blanche, which is happening right now. But the president is making his way out. Yesterday, there was this fun clip of Trump and Jerome Powell. You may have seen this one, but it's a pretty funny one. And what's curious about this is there's a response to this. Okay, Trump is saying, our numbers are right, okay, Jerome. So your numbers are wrong. Here's how this breakdown went.
Building that's being built.
No, it was built 5 years ago. We finished Martin 5 years ago.
It's part of the overall. So
Okay, so that was actually not a great clip on that from Caitlin Collins. Thank you, Caitlin. But the truth is, let's find the better clip because it was pretty good. And what we want to see is the full exchange on this. Here's a much better one.
we're taking a look, and it looks like it's about 3.1 billion. It went up a little bit, or a lot. So the 2.7 is now 3.1.
I'm not aware of that.
Yeah, it just came out.
Yeah, I haven't heard that from anybody at the Fed.
Yeah, it just came out.
Our notes had it about 3.1 as well.
3.1,
3.2. This came from us.
So numbers.
I don't know who does that.
You're including the Martin renovation. You just added entire capital. Yeah, you just added in a third building. Is what that is. That's a third building.
Well, no, but it's a building that's being built.
No, it was built 5 years ago. We finished Martin 5 years ago.
It's part of the overall.
Oh, so you have a brand new building that's only 5 years old. So why don't you use that building? Why are you building a whole new one?
So
it's not new.
It is new. That's a new building.
So we're going to take a look. We're going to see what's happening, and it's got a long way. Do you expect any more additional cost overruns?
Don't expect them. We're ready for them, but we have a little bit of a reserve that we may use. But no, we don't expect to be finished in 2027. We're well along, as you can see.
Nice to take these off every once in a while when we're not under too much danger.
I know. Look at Powell. Panting like a dog. Like that was the hardest thing he's done in his life, wearing a hard hat. Oh my gosh. So hot to wear a hard hat for 5 minutes. Oh my goodness. Finally, relief. It's like white collar dripping out of his face. Okay. Just like, oh my God, I can't even take it. All right. So then they walk off. Now the numbers apparently are right. Okay, here's what Mark Paoletta posted. He says, "Hey, Trump is 100% right on those numbers that he used on his tour of the Federal Reserve site. Says the documents show that the budget below adopted in November 2021 was 1.4 billion for the Eccles and the 1951 building portion of this project. Total are the numbers, and the budget below shows the cost and 1951 are now 2.5 billion, a more than 1 billion cost overrun for the current project, all incurred after Trump 45, and bringing the total cost of the Fed's HQ renovation for all three buildings to 3.1 billion. Trump visited the building to try to encourage Jerome to finish the job without any more cost overruns and get it done quickly, and Jerome couldn't even wear a hard hat. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Here are the numbers. Jerome should read them. All right, and lower the rates. So we also had Trump talking about this. This was another short excerpt from his press briefing this morning, where you see Caroline Leavitt came out and joined in, and Trump is talking about all this money that's coming in from these trade deals and these tariffs might result in a stimulus,
It's 75%.
a rebate for Americans. What?
All of that revenue coming in tens of billions of dollars. Do you think there is the possibility of a rebate to the American public in terms of all of that money?
We're thinking about that, actually. We have so much money coming in. We're thinking about a little rebate, but the big thing we want to do is pay down debt. But we're thinking about a rebate. That's a very good question. You just made a lot of news. We're thinking about a rebate because we have so much money coming in from tariffs that a little rebate for people of a certain income level might be very nice.
And you'll suddenly get a lot of people in support of those tariffs. And then that might shift things. And then maybe people will say, oh yeah, why are we using tariffs? Why are we using the income tax? And then we can repeal that monstrosity out of our Constitution one day. A boy can dream. Now, the Democrats had to eat some crow yesterday. This was hilarious. Speaking of numbers, here is what the Democrats posted. And this was screen captured by Nick Sorter. We're glad that he did this because they deleted it. The Democrat account posted this yesterday thinking that they were intelligent people. Then X reminded them they're not. They posted this at The Democrats. Trump's America. Here's the little chart you can see. U.S. grocery prices reached record highs in 2025. Prices are higher today than they were on July 2024, all in major categories listed below. And they posted this, and they thought this was like a home run. And everybody looked at the chart and they go, well, what the heck happened right here? What's going on right here in this area? Like, why is it directly up and vertical to the right? Hello? Oh, yeah. Joe Biden came into office and passed a stimulus and infrastructure and all a bunch of garbage. This is what Joe Biden and the Democrats did. So they posted this. They thought it was a real thing. Everybody's retweeting it. Everybody's posting it. We got 6.3 million views. Everybody's dunking on them. Suddenly, they deleted it. Oh, no. This page doesn't exist anymore. Why don't you try searching for something else? Well, that's because the Trump account posted this. They said, oh, well, here's the thing. Okay, all of this was Joe Biden. Hello. And we're just inheriting the poor policies that we now are having to correct. And you can see, actually, so a lot of it looks like it's going down a little bit. You know, that some of those numbers like meets up, but that looks like it's trending down. We had this trending down. That looks like cheese, even according to their numbers, are trending down. And it's like, what are they talking about? Look, alcohol's trending down too when people are drinking less. Produce up a little bit, trending up. Groceries kind of holding steady there in the line. And so totally embarrassing by these guys. They deleted it, and you can see there it is. This post is unavailable. Womp womp. Maybe they should learn how to read it before they just post stupid things. All right, so
it'll work for
alcohol is down, baby. All right, so we also had this one too, and it was a pretty funny one. Alina Abba returns. She's not going anywhere. She posted this on X. She said, hey, you know, let's not forget where we're at right now. Donald J. Trump is the 47th president. Pam Bondi is the attorney general. And I am now the acting United States attorney for the District of New Jersey. I don't cower to pressure. I don't answer to politics. This is a fight for justice, and I'm all in. Alina Abba in the house. And there's more on this. We're trying to figure out exactly how this works, of course. And the New York Post gave us some background on this. She said, I don't cower to pressure. And here's what was happened is her stint for interim U.S. attorney. Okay, it goes from interim to acting, a little different. It was set to expire on Friday, and we had this battle. The judge said it was either the Friday date or the date of that judge's ruling that said that they were going to appoint Desiree, who then got fired. She was tapped for the temporary role as interim attorney in March, pending permanent approval, had 120 days to serve as a U.S. attorney in the interim capacity. Now, the Garden State's 17 federal judges, 15 of them that we saw were appointed by Barry and Joe, Dementia Joe, opted against extending her announcement. Remember, then they came in, they said, Desiree's coming in here. So, Desiree, you're in. So then what happened is Pam Bondi posted and said, actually, you know what, Desiree, you're fired. Get out. And so she left. And we don't know if she's friendly or not, but she might be a friendly. I mean, she was working. I think she was picked by Alina Abba. So who knows? But she's gone. A DOJ official explained to multiple outlets Thursday that Trump withdrew Abba's nomination to be the state's attorney general, state's U.S. attorney, and that she was appointed first assistant U.S. attorney to replace Grace. Okay, Grace, you're fired. Alina takes her position, which is normally the number 2, allowing Abba to become acting. The first assistant attorney becomes the acting U.S. attorney if the position is vacated, which the judges just did. They said, Alina, you got to go. All right, well, who comes into my spot? Well, the person in the number 2 position. She says, great. You know who that's going to be? Me. And that's exactly what happened. So the first assistant attorney becomes the acting U.S. attorney if the position is vacant. Nobody responded to requests for comments. Abba, of course, was Trump's one-time personal attorney, had been blocked in the Senate because the Democrat judges there, I think it's Kim and Booker, they were the ones saying that they're not going to approve it. And there's like this long-standing tradition in the Senate that the senators get this tacit approval of whoever's coming in to take that spot. Abba, Trump's one time, is now going around, leaving an extension of her interim status as the only options for her to remain in the spot. She's a New Jersey native, lots of enthusiastic support amongst the National Troopers Coalition, National Association of Police, National Police Defense Foundation, and more. And so she will be there for the future. Now, right next door in New York, we see the DOJ is suing Mayor Eric Adams and the city of New York for their sanctuary garbage policies. And so the DOJ continues marching forward. And here's what the lawsuit says. We're very familiar with these because we've seen a lot of this effort from the DOJ to go after sanctuary cities. But they say just this week in this lawsuit, New York sanctuary policies have reaped tragic consequences. Okay, we got to now take action. On July 20th, 2025, 2 illegal aliens allegedly ambushed an off-duty Customs and Border Patrol officer as he sat in a park. They tried to rob the officer, shot him in the face and in the leg. We saw the video of that. I don't think we played it here because it was a guy getting shot by illegal aliens, but the story is horrific. They allegedly tried to rob the officer, shoot him in the face. Both aliens entered the U.S. illegally and were repeatedly arrested for criminal behavior. In fact, after April in 2024, last year under Biden, arrests for 4th-degree felony, grand larceny and petite larceny, ICE placed an immigration detainer on one of the agents. But the New York City Department of Corrections ignored the ICE detainer, right? And these people, okay, the ones who were always screeching about, why are you coming into our cities and raiding them? We asked you to hold them. All you needed to do was just hang on to them. We could have come and gotten them. You released them back into your society. They're now attacking federal agents. And so we have to do something about it. We're coming to get them. Just hold on to them. They don't want to do that. They'd rather release criminals into their cities because they work for the illegals. But for the New York City sanctuary policies, this tragedy could have been avoided. In fact, Kristi Noem said, how many more lives is it going to take, Adams? This national crisis underscores the vital importance of enforcing our nation's laws. This action seeks to put an end to the efforts of the largest city, which is impeding the federal government from doing our jobs. Now, the United States brings this injunction against New York. We want your sanctuary policies stopped. The United States has well-established and preeminent authority over this. We also passed the Laken Riley Act. And you guys in New York have been a vanguard of interfering with our immigration laws, going all the way back to 1989, where you tried to thwart us back then. And your provisions are now making this more difficult. Your criminals are now shooting our officers in the face. And your own data illustrates the problem. You only honored 4% of your detainer requests. You let out 96% of the people that we asked you to hold on to. Thanks. And now you're mad that we're coming to get them? Give me a break. So according to that, they arrested 28,000. Look at this. According to ICE's Law Enforcement Statistical Tracking Unit, from 2021 to 24, ICE and their removal operations arrested 28,000 aliens in New York, many of them charged with serious crimes. 28,427 aliens, criminals with illegal serious crimes, in one city. Between April 6th and 12th, ICE and its law enforcement apprehended another 206 illegal aliens during enhanced targeting. Over 50% of those had significant convictions: murder, assault, arson, sex, drugs, firearms, many of them dangerous. And New York won't hold on to them. They just let them back out because they don't care about actual Americans. So now they're being sued, and that was just the introduction. And of course, it's a big fat lawsuit, but here's what they're asking for in summation. And we're familiar with these. We've seen these happen in LA and Chicago and covered those. But here is what they're asking for, saying this court, they want to enter a judgment saying your sanctuary laws are invalid. Stop it. Any of these provisions that we're suing about are invalid, and issue an injunction making them cooperate with us and pay attorney's fees. Signed by Catherine Reno, Civil Division, U.S. DOJ. So that is happening in New York. Now, meanwhile, back in Washington, D.C., Judge Boasberg, apparently there was a hearing yesterday, and he's saying Trump's DOJ, they're going to be held in contempt, and we're going to start disciplinary proceedings. And so this was in Thursday's courtroom proceeding. They said Boasberg, the same judge who told Trump to turn those airplanes around and then got told by the Supreme Court and then told the Supreme Court, I don't care, and I'm going to hold Trump in contempt anyway, so get out of here. Even though you said, Supreme Court, that my injunction was invalid and I didn't have the power to order Trump to do what I ordered him to do, I'm still going to hold him in contempt because he still had to abide by my illegal order, even though it was illegal. So Boasberg is a prominent D.C. judge who has drawn Trump's ire. Are you kidding me? Rightfully so. Who wrote this? Sarah Lynch, Jan Wolf. All right, what's up? I will certainly be assessing whether government counsel's conduct and veracity to the court warrant a referral to state bars and our grievance committee, said the judge. You're going to file bar complaints to state bars and our grievance committee? You're pathetic, Judge. A Justice Department spokesman declined to comment. Boasberg has been hearing an ACLU's lawsuit. So the judge is going to endorse going after their licenses, essentially. Boasberg said in April, which is horrific, Boasberg said in April that the Trump administration appeared to have acted in bad faith. You did, Judge. You don't have the authority to order the president to do anything. In court filings, Justice Department lawyers have disputed that they disobeyed a court order, saying remarks Boasberg made from the bench were not legally binding. In a 2-to-1 order, a federal appeals court in April temporarily paused Boasberg's efforts, to investigate Trump. But Boasberg said during yesterday, that the delay from the court was frustrating. I know. Everyone's going, what's going on with this case? It's on appeal. And that a whistleblower complaint from Erez Ruvani, the poison pill DOJ fired U.S. attorney who wrecked this case, either intentionally or through his incompetence, because he couldn't even read the stinking order that was written by Judge David Jones. Ruvani described 3 separate incidents where they defied court orders, and so now Boasberg is going to use him. He'll go get a job. He'll be a whistleblower, write a book about it, go spend time with MSNBC, and that's going to be a fun battle to cover. So lots of ups and downs at the DOJ. Alina Abba staying around, and Adams getting sued, and Boasberg threatening penalties. We'll keep our eye on it. We got one more update, my friends, and then we'll see what else is cooking out there. But here was another story that was something we didn't get to yesterday, which was about Kilmar. Kilmar Abrego remains in custody. This is despite Judge Zenas' best efforts to get him out, because they love illegal aliens there in her courtroom, and she supports bringing and releasing them into our country, even though they're being charged with crimes and have been lawfully deported under due process and immigration courts. But Chad Gilmartin is responding to this. He got a response to Kyle Cheney. Kyle said, Kilmar has been ordered to be released from custody in criminal court and to be returned to Maryland, according to Zenas. But of course, that's going to be short-lived if ICE just rearrests him and then tries to deport him in Baltimore. Okay, so this guy's got a bunch of different cases going on, and we're trying to see who has jurisdiction over what claims and how can they enforce those claims vis-a-vis the other courts that might actually have jurisdiction, and how does it all interface with ICE, and can a Maryland judge issue an injunction for another case in Tennessee, and how is this all going to interface with itself? But the point is, Chad Gilmartin, he is a special assistant to Trump and spokesperson for several people, previously says, Abrego Garcia remains in U.S. Marshals HQ custody, and here's why. CNN is breaking down some of the other cases into one summary here. Says he's going to remain behind bars for at least a month, even as the judge rejects Trump's claim that he's dangerous, and his co-conspirators say he's dangerous. His wife says he's dangerous, said that twice in 2 orders of protection where she said he was beating her. A federal judge in Tennessee declined on Wednesday to undo a decision to keep Kilmar in custody. We read through those. The ruling from Judge Waverly Crenshaw said, well, there's not clear and convincing evidence that this is going to be a danger to society. But another judge, Barbara Holmes, said in another decision that he would remain behind bars for at least 30 more days, granting an unopposed request by his lawyers for him to stay in criminal custody because they're fearful, his own lawyers, that if he gets released from criminal custody, Homeland is just going to send him out. Abrego's lawyers have made their request earlier this week in an effort to ensure removal proceedings as well. Now, Justice Crenshaw, an appointee of Obama, released his ruling. A third judge in Maryland, who is overseeing the case in Kilmar's case in Zenas' courtroom, came out with her own ruling saying that he cannot be removed by ICE, by Homeland, if he is released from criminal custody. Okay, so we've got kind of 3 things happening. And the third one is saying, so we've got 2 judges in the criminal case. One says we're not going to hold him on, we're not going to require him to post bond, or we're not going to hold him in custody. Another judge said, okay, well, we'll just hold him in custody pending ICE. Then this third judge is saying, okay, if you release him from criminal custody, then ICE cannot remove him because Zenas says she's got jurisdiction over here. Okay, so it's 3 judges colluding together to protect one illegal alien from having any consequences at all, just to be clear about that. So you can ask yourself if any American citizen ever in the history of the country has ever gotten the benefit of a judicial conspiracy to protect this guy by each of them taking different parts of the puzzle. Okay, one guy says, nope, we can release him. Another guy says, Judge Barbara Holmes, we'll hold him until this judge figures it out. She comes in, issues an order that covers their butts. Then she can release the 30 days. Kilmar can come out, can't go anywhere. He's a free man. 3 judges via judicial collusion and a conspiracy obviously is happening right now on behalf of an illegal alien, an MS-13 gang member, one who has a number of co-conspirators who are willing to testify against him by the Trump DOJ and has a documented record of beating his wife, according to her, not us. That ruling from Judge Zenas is also an Obama appointee, is going to do 2 things. Restore Abrego Garcia to the immigration process he was in before deportation. By the way, his due process rights were never violated, and she never even apparently got the A file. No one even has the immigration file in her courtroom. She confirmed that to us. Kilmar's own lawyers don't have it. So we have basically no evidence as far as we know, and that's been our position since we discovered that, yeah, the order actually says Guatemala, not El Salvador. So he was lawfully deported. But here's what Zenas said. She came down in her decision, and you can see it's an 18-pager. We'll just hit the highlights on it just to share what's going on. But she thinks she's in charge now and that she's got jurisdiction over, I guess, all of the country through her power in Maryland. She says, by order of this court, Trump is prohibited from taking Abrego into ICE custody in Tennessee. This judge is in Maryland. Kilmar's not in Maryland. She's got no custody over him at all. And the original lawsuit was about returning him to the United States. He's back in the United States. The original complaint is moot at this point. Must restore him to his ICE order of supervision in Baltimore, so bring him back. She's in charge of the whole nation now. And if they initiate third country removal proceedings, must provide 72 hours business notice to Abrego and his counsel of the intended third country, as more fully detailed below. Now, as soon as any of that happens, okay, he'll be out, and then they'll file, as soon as anything happens, they'll file injunctions and immigration proceedings, and those judges will grant stays, and all of this will be extended, and he'll be free in America. Illegally in our country, charged with crimes because several judges are colluding to make it happen. It's pretty sick. So that's Judge Zenas. We know who she is. We've talked a lot about her. She's going to give us her justification. It's all made up. She has no jurisdiction at all. And in conclusion, she's going to say, we conclude that we have to give him modest relief. So you're ordered to follow my instructions, and Kilmar would be able to assert credible fears, and the whole process starts over. So again, illegal aliens, courtesy of Paula Zenas and Democrat Obama judges, are giving more benefits to illegal aliens, extra due process, redos of all the hearings, and they're working together, 3 separate judges in 3 different locations, although 2 are in the same district court, working together to try to get this illegal alien out and free and running around America. Now, they're very upset. This will really be a token win for them. But what's happening right now is all of their plans to undo the American population and replace it with people who are much more in alignment with their vision for the country are now getting deported and not coming in record numbers. Here's J.D. Vance explaining.
We are criticized, interestingly, by some folks on the right who want the pace of deportations to be higher. And I certainly understand that, frankly, and share that frustration. The counter argument is the courts are trying to stop us at every step of the way. And until about a month ago, we didn't have the resources for ICE to actually get this massive invasion that Joe Biden led into our country. We didn't have the resources necessary to actually process a lot of those people. That has changed because of the big, beautiful bill. We've also gotten some court case wins. So I expect that the pace of deportations will increase a little bit. But importantly, when people criticize us and they say, sometimes I'll hear this criticism, well, the pace of deportations from the Trump administration is actually lower than it was in the Biden administration. And that's actually a completely fake statistic. It's based on the fact that if you come into the country illegally and then the Biden administration processes you and sends you out, that counts as a deportation. It counts as an illegal immigration, and then it counts as deportation. So you have to look at the net number, right? If you do +1, -1, I'm not a math expert, but I'm pretty sure that's 0. The net number is what really matters. And where the Trump administration, where we've been most wildly successful, is that we have, I think in 2025, we will have the first net negative immigration number in about 50 or 60 years in the United States.
Amazing.
So there has been a major shift in immigration policy.
That was the All In podcast there? Event? Nice. All right. So, J.D. Vance, we appreciate that. And it sounds like good progress. And so these judges are really throwing a hissy fit. I think a lot of this is going to be fleeting for them. It's just kind of like them grasping for some meaning, and they want a victory against Trump. And for them, having a gangbanger who invaded our country, trafficked people for a decade, made $1 million breaking the law, groped a bunch of underage, other illegal alien women, girls, and shoved kids on his floorboards, trafficking humans, who was let go by the FBI when the Tennessee police stopped them, caught them red-handed doing exactly that. And now they're free running around, or will be free running around if Judge Zenas gets her way. We'll see what happens. Pam Bondi, of course, the rest of them will appeal this and start to respond. We'll keep our eye on it and see what happens next. All right, so my friends,
love it when
what
I'm in the middle.
Beautiful Friday it is.
And GoDaddy.
And I'm glad you're
Get
here.
it authenticated.
Let's see who's joining us today. What's up? Nathan is here. Says, it has gone offline, so here's a link to an archived version of a game. It's a fun game to play, and it illustrates the issues of redistricting. See, will the game work in an archived page? Maybe it will. Here's what we've got. The redistricting game. I don't know. What's going on over here? Okay, so yeah, you can see... Interesting. All right, so that looks like a good one. All right, so thank you, Nathan, for that and for sending that one in. Yeah, I've seen some interesting like modeling or some interesting graphs on how it works. I think that was a pretty good little explanation there. You know, now that I'm thinking about that in hindsight, but that's exactly what it looks like. Is they've got these, you know, just perfectly carved out districts that they say are fair, and we know they're not because they're Democrats. What a beautiful day it is, my friends. Hey, Carrie B, thank you for clipping for us today. And K Bean in the house. What's up? Gloria B's here joining us. Always a great way to my Fridays. Best chat ever. Well, thank you, Gloria B. I agree with you. We do have the best chat ever because people like you are in it. I'm grateful for you. Crash is here. Hey, what's up? Crash 2 Contrary in the house. Yeah, I've been busy as of late, but you know, as you know, but I couldn't resist comparing Powell with Dukakis. Hard to tell who is more preposterous. Yeah, and wasn't Dukakis wearing his, wasn't that backwards? Like his helmet's backwards, right? Kind of looks kind of like it's off. And I think that photo was, when was Dukakis? I mean, I think that was before my time a little bit. Was that, who did he run against? Let's see. What was that? Michael Duke, American lawyer, Massachusetts. Worked with John Kerry. 1988 presidential election. He prevailed in the Democratic primaries, formally nominated 1988 at the DNC. And he got beaten by Senior Bush, okay, in 88. Dukakis made history as the first Greek American and Aromanian presidential candidate. First Greek Orthodox, that's right, it was Bush. Although he lost the election carrying only 10 states, he improved on the performances. And the helmet. Yeah, wasn't the helmet the thing? Yeah, here you go. The tank photograph. I think I remember this. Dukakis was criticized during the campaign for a perceived softness on defense issues. So on the Star Wars program. So in response, he orchestrated what he thought would be a key image of his campaign. Didn't work out for him. On September 13th, Dukakis visited the General Dynamics Land Systems plant in Sterling Heights to take part in a photo op with an M1 Abrams tank. Prime Minister of the UK, Margaret Thatcher, had been photographed riding in a Challenger tank, and it helped her win. They're like, man, she's tough. Protocol required one to wear a protective helmet when the tank is running at full speed. Now, although staffers were aware that a politician putting on any headgear was a faux pas, they did it. A member of the press did photograph Dukakis without the helmet when the tank exited the garage at slow speed, but the rest got photos of him wearing a helmet when the tank made a high speed. The image of him wearing a helmet was ridiculed. Okay, so maybe it wasn't on backwards, but a poll found that 25% of respondents said that they were less likely to support him because of the ride. Footage of the tank was used in television ad by Bush. The campaign produced a 60-second response and said, "I look great in it." Okay, so it was, so maybe that's just you know, kind of a misinterpretation of it. The phrase "Dukakis in the tank" remains a shorthand for backfires. So it actually wasn't backwards, it just kind of looks goofy. So, yeah, is the name on the front? I mean, I don't know, because like that guy doesn't have a name on the front right there. As far as we can tell, maybe he does. Maybe we just can't see it. But like, was the name right on the front of that? The result, he got obliterated. It almost reminds me of Howard Dean. Remember when he said, "Yeah, we're gonna go back to the White House. We're gonna go back to Washington. We're gonna take back D.C. and Pennsylvania. And we're gonna take the White House." Yeah. And then everybody went, "What the heck kind of a person is that?" Which, I don't know if that would be as devastating these days. You know, if somebody said, "Yeah," like, I don't know. I think Trump has kind of changed that. Like, those little things. Trump has changed the dynamics, right? The authenticity is so much more palpable now. So, you know, if somebody comes out and does something kind of goofy, I think it's actually kind of more humanizing than it used to be. Back then, it was a big deal. During the second presidential debate, oh, is he Jewish? Jewish worship services? Dukakis? All right, anyways. So he got defeated by Bush. Good little history lesson there. All right, good stuff. There's the helmet. Mike Dukakis. It's a high-res image, yeah. So, like, why doesn't that guy have it? Like, did they want to just make sure you know who it is? This is Mike. He's in a tank, you know. He likes the military. I don't know. Bucky's is Rome. What's up? Hey, I want to sleep in on Sunday morning. But peace was never an option. Here comes the swans, the birds with the leaf blowers. Yeah. Peace was never an option. And he came very conveniently right as we started the show. How nice was that? Chubby says, if it can be conclusively proven that these judges are colluding against the DOJ, is there any legal consequences that they can face? Is it legal or just immoral and unethical? Yeah, it's a good question. I mean, so like here's the problem with the law, right? It's like you can make it do whatever you want and find a just basis for it. So it's hard to say that the judge is engaging in criminality when she's got like a legal, plausible explanation for what she's doing. So how can you charge her for that, right? They'll all just claim judicial immunity. But if you could, I mean, look, you know what the Democrats would do? So just use their tools. You just go get a FISA.
Yeah,
warrant,
I'm already.
right? Just go talk to them. You just go snatch up all their crap, and you just
Sorry,
say, well, it seems like they're working with foreign assets.
Sorry if I can't just use.
Seems like they're working really hard on behalf of MS-13 gangbanger Kilmar. And so what we're going to do is we're going to start monitoring all Kilmar conversation everywhere. We need FISA warrants for this. And so we're going to go after even the judges and include them. They went after Trump's campaign. So go get one, right? You probably will never get another judge to grant a warrant or FISA thing for another judge, but all right, just go, see if you can do it. Find some judge somewhere who loves FISA and just keep going and go after the judges. Then you snatch up all their communications and then you say, "Oh, you're colluding on behalf of the on behalf of the MS-13 gangbangers." And so now there's criminality there, and maybe they're talking, maybe they're texting, maybe Zenas has conversations with some other hack Democrat Obama acolyte who's sending that back over, right, helping facilitate all of it. So just say we got to monitor foreign communications, and oops, we had incidental collection. It's just incidental of Americans. Oh, they just happen to be judges. Oh, and you just go snatch up all their communications, and then say, oh, Mark Elias was texting you, Judge Zenas. Isn't that interesting? How curious is that? And so now you got this massive conspiracy all on behalf of a foreign entity, and they all go to jail.
Oh, Sunday. I'm sorry. Okay. Well, I get $1.50.
If they want to appoint a special prosecutor for that, just let me know. I'll be down for that.
Get them ready.
Get my hair
It's
done.
not a bad idea. All right. Anyway, so thank you for that, Chubby.
So hard to
because, as I said, like I've seen judges, they're in text groups with each other. They all communicate with each other. They do collude. They just call it, judicial education. They're all texting each other. What do I do here? What should I do? This lawyer's right in my courtroom. Blah, blah, blah. I saw it. I asked the judge. I'm like, did you just text everybody? He was a new judge, a nice judge. He's like, yeah, I don't know on this. I was like, well, if he's asking the other judges if I can do this thing, which is like borderline, then it's not going to happen. He came back. He's like, no, I don't think we can do that. I'm like, are you sure? He's like, he's like, yeah, they all said so. I was like, oh, it's a text message group? I'm like, oh, all right. He's like, yeah, we kind of text each other. I was like, all right, great. So you're not actually making an independent judgment right here based on the facts in front of you. You're consulting with other people, and you're taking direction from them. Thank you, Judge. Got it. Hey, Trudy says, on U.S. Army tanker helmets, the wearer's name is typically placed on a nameplate or identification tag attached to the helmet's exterior or interior rather than directly written on the helmet itself. Specifically, this one features a nameplate on the back side of the helmet. Okay, so maybe it was backwards. Well, how come Wikipedia didn't mention that? The nameplate is often made of plastic or metal and may include a soldier's name, rank, or other identifying insignia. Yeah, so what is that? Let's see. Michael Dukakis helmet backwards. Let's look there and see what we got there. Was it backwards or not? And the draft dodger. Like it's not even giving us an answer. Dukakis in the tank. All right. Was it backwards? Yeah, no idea. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. But seems like it might be. All right, what's up? Hey, what's going on? I opine the judges, says NTX Nancy, could be colluding with MS-13. Yeah, why not? Why not? certainly feels like they're bending over backwards. Seems like we've got senators who are running over there and helping this guy. Boopsy says, Rob, are you able to play the rest of the clip with Trump and Powell? I don't think it was in my, I don't think I stopped it early. Was it in my clip? We can try to find another clip. But Boopsy says, did you see the part when Trump pats Powell on the back and almost knocks Powell over? I did see that. And I'm trying to figure out where that clip might be. Maybe I can get the fuller clip over on C-SPAN from yesterday from Powell. Here. Yeah, it was near the end. They walked up there.
Is putting up $550 billion in order to lower their tariffs a little bit. That way they have a little bit lower tariff. And they also opened their country to free trade, which nobody thought was even a possibility. And we get a zero tariff in the free trade. We don't pay tariffs, and they're going to pay 15% on everything they send into our country. So it's great. But they put up, as you could call it, seed money. Let's call it seed money. You can call it anything you want, but it's a total of $550 billion. So nobody thought any of that was possible, and it's wonderful. And we're doing pretty well with the European Union, likewise. And we have some others. They're all really big, and our country's going to make a lot of money. We would be helped if interest rates would come down, but we're going to see how
Jerome
the rules on that soon. I'd love to see them come down a lot. But we have a country that's thriving. We had a dead country 1 year ago. Today we have the hottest country anywhere in the world, and we'll get this one finished. Thank you.
I didn't see that bump. It must be earlier in here. Where's that back bump? I know what you're talking about, Boopsy, and I don't know where it was. Was it earlier in this one?
So that's a figure sort of. So let's see.
Well, I'm here just. Are there things the chairman is putting up five?
All right. Anyway, so yeah, I'm sure it's in there somewhere. Thank you, Boopsy. Sorry I couldn't grab it. I don't know exactly where it is, but yeah, I think I remember him seeing. He kind of gave him the old, the pat on the back there. I think it was in that clip, wasn't it? E. Texley, Rob, are you credentialed in DC? If not, would you consider going through that process? I mean, I'd go through it if there was a purpose to it. Like, what would we get out of that credentialing? Like, I'm not in DC, so probably like I did submit my name to the White House press briefing situation. Remember they had that, they rolled that out, and they said that it would be available to influencers to come in and be a part of the thing. Not that, your boy's an influencer or anything. It's just something like online media, I guess, could come in. So I did submit myself to that and hadn't heard anything back on that. But being credentialed, like if I was living in DC and I was out there trying to get into certain things, then I think it'd be worth it, but unless I'm missing something, like unless there's some other rationale for it, what would we be doing? No, Boopsy, no, you didn't take up time at all. Sorry, I couldn't find it. I think it was in there. I'm pretty sure it was in there. Yeah, what happened to it? Pretty sure it was in there. Yeah, that's your boy eating squid. We've got a lot more Japanese food to eat here, around here.
Reach deep into those pockets today, because today could be Meatball's last.
Question. It was. I didn't realize it was only like 4 minutes. Jigum, there's this dude breakdancing on the tarmac. Nice. Well done. Milo phone bill. Is Fernando Roca our next Papusa boy? Uh-oh. Roca overstayed his visa and has applied for asylum. Linwood Times. I haven't seen that one. Squid, I could not, says Sweet. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. It kind of tastes like, I'm not going to eat the rest of it or anything, but it kind of tastes like, kind of like a jerky, maybe. Kind of like a it's like a jerky of the sea. That's not bad.
Somebody get that gun of burrito.
I'm trying to gonna kill myself. I will die. I fucking hear she does this one more time.
So much for that Sydney Sweeney discussion. That totally derailed.
No, I gotta. This is the new advertising Sydney Sweeney. This brings us back to then, which makes it clear that they got the message over there at American Eagle.
There is no need to conform.
I can laugh at myself.
I do laugh at myself.
Good.
Yeah,
I
right.
can take a risk.
And I can't succeed.
Yes, I can love myself. We can be whoever we want to
I
be.
can kiss whoever I want.
No.
I can love
No.
anyone.
You have to get consent.
Carefree
No.
and sunshine.
What even is that?
Can I kick it? Can I kick it?
What the hell was that? Elhan Omar.
She should have had a denim
burqa.
She should-
To go be a decent husband and spend some time with my wife. Also going to be doing a lot of streaming this weekend, probably tonight and Sunday. Gonna try to finish Expedition 33. We've got a Carmelo Anthony update to talk about today. We've got creepy Pedro Pascal to talk about. We've got South Park apologizing, and much more. I also I always like to get everybody on Fridays. It's a tighter group. It's only the cool kids that are going to be halfway in Happy Gilmore 2. It's okay. At least it's good compared to New South Park. Oh, is it it's streaming too? Or are you watching a screener? Did it get released streaming and in theaters? Or is somebody watching a screener? What's up, Twitch? What's up, Kick? What is up, YouTube, X, Rumble? Yes, I read all the chats everywhere. All of the chats. Destroy the plaid shirt for the sake of humanity. Actually, I'm going to buy another one now. I'm going to buy another one. What do you think? This is Ralph Lauren. This is nice. It's like probably the most expensive shirt I own. It's like $85. This is good stuff, folks. Happy Gilmore 2 is a Netflix movie. Oh, okay. I saw they made I thought I saw a trailer for Spinal Tap 2. Where it should be opt-in, not opt-out. Yeah, I mean, I think most people, I don't want people getting pushed over here that don't want to watch my show. You know what I mean? So I'm down for whatever, The tangerine coffee is tasty. Yeah, pick it up before it's gone. Please wear cargo shorts with that shirt. I am wearing cargo shorts right now. The 5-pound bags of coffee will be in, I think, we'll be shipping today, I think. If not, Maggie's going to ship you 4 of the 1-pound bags or whatever it is to make up for it. She's working on it.
Wait.
Let's see. The Monty Python exit. Can you look into the collective shout Visa MasterCard issue? I did, and I put out a video on it, and nobody cared. I thought it would be a banger. I thought it would be a really, popular video, but I'm going to harass you until you check back with Liberty Doll. Check your DMs on Discord. I sent you a message relating to Liberty Doll. I have a bunch of messages on Discord.
Here we go.
That I will get to. Okay, let's get to the news, because I know everyone's got a lot of stuff going on Friday. I myself am going to probably double stream it, play some video games today, and then do some stuff with my wife tomorrow. You need to get a shirt from Luke's shop. When I lose more weight, I used to love, I had lots of graphic tees, t-shirts with stuff on them. But once I got really fat, I couldn't.
The knife used in the suicide attempt was in forensic.
I don't know. They didn't look good on me. But I am down 8.6 pounds this month. Hopefully, I can get that to 10 in these last 5 days, and hopefully by the.
It's that time. This sponsorship is from Rumble, one that is incredibly important to the survival of the company. When Rumble first started in 2013, they built a platform for the small creator. They didn't censor or have biases. They were fair and treated all creators equally. No one thought platforms would censor political conversations or censor opinions on COVID, but they did. Facebook admitted they fell to the pressure of the Biden and Harris administration. Rumble did not. They held the line. They were attacked daily for giving us a voice to talk to you. They are attacked in corporate media. They are attacked by governments like France. They are attacked from brand advertisers who refuse to work with them. Corporate America is fighting to remove speech. Rumble is fighting to keep it. Rumble won't survive with brand advertisers. They don't get much of it. Watching our show on Rumble is the most they can ask from you. But if you really believe in this fight, and if you have the means, one major way you can help Rumble survive is by joining Rumble Premium. Join the community that believes in the First Amendment and believes in our human right to free speech. Rumble is offering $10 off with the promo code STUDIO when you purchase an annual subscription. Go to Rumble/premium and use promo code STUDIO. Like I said, if you have the means and believe in the cause, now is the time to join Rumble Premium. If you don't have the means, we are just happy if you watch us on Rumble. Watch us. Give us that watch time. All right, back to the show. I'm gonna leave that up for a bit.
End of the year, be at my lowest weight in a long time, kind of thing. So we'll see. Let's talk about this first. Hosting a bachelor party, nice. Seeing video title yesterday was like, why is this guy everywhere right now? About Pedro Pascal, yeah. Not all your videos can buy you a Tesla. That's true, but I did do the video. I did do it.
There were just some small stains or spots on the shirt.
I did do it. All right. Pretty big update in the Carmelo Anthony case. Finally, some actual national coverage on it too, which is rare. Basically, all the coverage has come out of Sarah Fields on the ground reporting and myself and a few other YouTube channels that are continuing to cover this case. Make sure you leave a like on the video and that you share these videos, because there's definitely a reason that kind of mainstream media doesn't want to cover this. And I just think it's a bigger story about the impulse control of young teens that really needs to be talked about, because if you can't talk about things and you can't work on them, you can't fix them. By the way, I gotta tell you, I just got our Tiger's Blood and Blackberry Cream in. These are my all-time 2 favorite flavors, and they're only available for summer. Promo code SUMMER10 to get 10% off.
And Blackberry
Not only are they good warm, but if you brew them double strong and you turn them into iced coffee, both of them. The Tiger's Blood has like a tropical berry with a hint of coconut. This is a Blackberry Cream.
It's not.
Put a little creamer in them. The flavor really comes out. Promo code SUMMER10 to support the channel and my coffee company, which is not dropship garbage like literally almost all of my competition. To coffeebrandcoffee.com. link in the description below as well. Summer 10. When you go to Coffee Brand Coffee, it's like the first thing. Summer flavors, limited time. You can click buy now. Promo code Summer 10. I recommend getting them both. I recommend getting more than one bag because you're going to fall in love with it.
I went to Arby's the other day.
Frisco ISD now subpoenaed for student names, records, and connection to the Carmelo Anthony
Where, Dollar General?
case.
No, at Arby's.
The Frisco Independent School District
they were just picking
has been
orders.
subpoenaed to provide the
Don't let you
names
do that?
of students who were present during the Pokey Pokey incident.
Oh,
You know, the
that's
incident was
last
just a
night?
misunderstanding. The self-defense incident, as some grifters are calling it, back on April 2nd, the subpoena is in connection to the case of the state of Texas versus Carmelo Anthony, the student accused of taking Austin Metcalf's life. The school district notified parents via letter on July 24th, that's yesterday, as identifying information of students is protected from release without parental consent under the Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act, or FERPA, not to be confused with FUPA, except when a school is required to release that information under subpoena. It's not clear how many students were present at the track meet. Anthony, who is facing a first-degree charge, has been on house arrest since being released on reduced bond back on April 14th. If convicted, he could face a possible sentence of 5 to 99 years or life in prison. He was indicted by a Collin County grand jury in June. Now, we actually have the letter, but I do want to talk about, the sentence. I'm going to be on record saying he's going to get less than 10 years. That's my prediction. They are not going to put a 17-year-old in prison for life. I don't, unless they're able to prove that this was premeditated in some way or that, there's something going on.
My computer so let me pull it up.
I just don't see a scenario where they're putting him away, which is unfortunate because Austin Metcalf is gone forever. Austin Metcalf's father, mother, friends, relatives, they won't have him forever, but I highly, highly suspect he's going to get a baby cakes sentence if he's even convicted, because quite frankly, the judge in this case gave him a break by reducing his bond. The fact that they even allowed him to have bond was a break. The school let him graduate. Literally everybody online, or everybody involved in this case, has given Carmelo Anthony the least possible, the least